Welcome back. In the last reflection, we explored belonging, the idea that what has once been part of a system doesn't simply disappear. Today, we move one step further. We will look at how peace arises when place is respected. Belonging alone does not create peace. There is also order. When I say order, I don't mean control. I don't mean rigidity. And I don't mean hierarchy of worth. I mean place. Every relational system has an underlying structure. And when place is unclear or inverted, something feels off. You've probably experienced this. Have you ever walked into a situation and sensed tension, even though no one could explain it? Or felt you were carrying something that didn't quite belong to you? That feeling is often structural. For example, when a child feels responsible for a parent's emotional stability. I've done a whole series on this, and you can find the link for this underneath. When one partner becomes more like a parent than an equal. When someone distances themselves from where they came from, but still reacts strongly to it. These aren't moral failures. They're signs of displaced order. In healthy systems, sequence matters. Those who came earlier hold a different place than those who came later. Responsibility flows in certain directions. Care flows in certain directions. When those directions become blurred, effort increases. You may notice this in your own life. Where do you feel like you are overfunctioning? Where do you feel slightly out of position? And where does something feel heavier than it needs to be? Often, that heaviness isn't about emotion. It's about standing in a place that isn't fully yours. Order brings quiet, not because everything becomes perfect, but because position stabilizes. When you stand where you belong and allow others to stand where they belong, pressure reduces. Peace is often less about solving problems and more about restoring place. You don't need to change your history to sense this. Just reflect gently. Is there an area in your life where you might be standing slightly above or below your natural place? No judgment, just noticing. Sometimes realignment happens internally before it ever becomes visibly externally. Belonging says everything has a place. Order says each thing has a place. And when the two align, tension decreases. Thank you for staying with this reflection. In the next conversation, we'll look at balance, the movement of giving and receiving that keeps relationships alive. If this feels steady and useful, continue. And if something here feels challenging, that's okay too. There's no urgency. We are simply observing structure together. If you have found something in this video you want to share with somebody else, please do so. You can also leave a comment below so that we can continue the conversation. In the meantime, why don't you just like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next video, should you want to do so. Thank you, and be safe until next time.